Today I wanted to talk about this deck I've been tweaking, Tri-brigade. They are really strong right now, and I think that I have put a little spice in my version that might interest you. So starting off, two Omen. Omen on summon, they banish, and also when you send it to the graveyard, you can search a Beast, Beast Warrior, or Winged Beast monster from your deck up to the number of banished monsters. So this is in the combo. You just don't summon it to to banish things. You can summon it in your combo to search out different pieces. Then Appaloosa, important for protection. Samorg will summon out Barrier Statue at the end. 1 silver. Silver is not good. You don't summon him normally, but what you do is you summon him to make the Appaloosa in the combo as a 3-link. Then you have your Blossom, your double Dragon Lords. Then you're going to have your Sky Thunder, your Recital, and your Assembled Nightingale. Zeus, you know what he does. This searches a bird from your deck, and this is helping to make Zeus can attack directly. Now this is where I think the deck gets interesting. I run 1 Megaclops, 1 Tiger Mortar, 1 Barbo, Chakanine, and Drident. The reason these cards are so great is at the end of your turn, sometimes you don't even normal summon. So you can just normal summon a Zoodiac and summon a Drident on your board. So you have the normal Tri-brigade board with a Drident. So you have your 2 negate Appaloosa, your Samorg, your double Dragon Lords, and a Drident, which that is a lot of protection for the Barrier Statue. For the main deck monsters, for Tri-brigade, I run 3 Fractals. This card, you toss from your hand to the graveyard to toss a Winged Beast or Beast Warrior monster from your deck to your graveyard. That is for the combo with the Lyrilus for the birds. Or you can just toss a Nerval, and Nerval searches you another Tri-brigade. I use 3 Karass because it is a good special summon. If you have it in your hand, it's really great because if your opponent stops your normal or stops your combo with your Fractal, you can special summon the Karass by tossing a Beast Warrior or Winged Beast monster from your hand to the graveyard in order to special summon it from your hand. So it's always good to have that the extra extension if you're stopped. Nerval, when it's tossed to the graveyard, you get to add 1 Tri-brigade monster from your deck to your hand. Kit, when it's tossed to the graveyard, you can mill 1 Tri-brigade card, which is great because sometimes you can dump the Nerval, but what you really want to do is be dumping Oath and Rendezvous. Rendezvous, when it's in the graveyard, it protects a linked Winged Beast or Beast Warrior monster, and this is great for protecting Barrier Statue. And Omen, it's if you have a Beast Warrior, and Winged Beast monster on your field, it is a spell or trap negate from the graveyard. What it actually does is it targets the spell on the field and negates its effect. So it's not even a negate the activation, it is better than that. So those 1 per turn spells, Oath actually messes him up really bad. Oath, when it's on the field and you flip it up, you can special summon a Beast Warrior or Winged Beast monster from your graveyard that's different to a linked monster that you have on your field. That never really comes up. Sometimes with Karass, you can toss a card from your hand, special summon it. You can toss this card right here, the Mist Valley, and then just resummon on your opponent's turn with the trap. That comes up sometimes, not too often. Rendezvous is just a 700 buff for all link monsters. It never comes up. If I have it in my hand going second, nice, but I'm not. Most of the time, if I have it in my hand going first, I'll use it to get the buff on my people. It's only for the turn, so you buff them just to get it in the graveyard, because you want this in the graveyard. All the Tri-brigades have the effect to banish any number of Beast Warriors, or Winged Beast monsters from your graveyard in order to special summon a Link monster from your deck. Now, there's something about that. Monster Reborn, Oath cannot resummon these monsters since they weren't summoned correctly. That's something I see a lot of people misplaying on these reviews and card demonstrations online. You cannot summon an Omen by special summon it with Karass and then resummon it with a Monster Reborn or an Oath. Then 3 Wobbler, 2 Sparrow, and 1 Swallow. Swallow just 1 off because you want to search it. You don't really want it in your hand. If it's in your hand, it's nice. You just want to search it out though. This is a card, you run 2 of it because you can special it from your hand with Blossom if your combo gets kind of messed up. But for the most part, you want to mill Sparrow to the graveyard with your Call by the Grave, which is in the spells, or your Fractal to the graveyard, and it will be in the graveyard. And once it's in the graveyard, you can special summon it with Wobbler. And Wobbler's effect is you can special summon this from your hand, and then you can special summon another Lyrilus monster from your hand or your graveyard. Then when you summon this, this will search a Winged Beast monster from your deck. You can also summon it from your hand, so say if you open up Cobalt and Wobbler, you can special summon Wobbler, special summon Cobalt, and Cobalt can search a Winged Beast, which is really good for this deck because you can search your Nerval, which you will be doing as part of your combo. Next up, I have my techs. So for my techs, I want to run things that hit a lot of different decks, but are also kind of protection. So I love Ash basic, but I like it because it stops Gamma. So it's not only stopping my opponent, but it's a hand trap that helps me. Then I have Gamma because Fractal, Tenki, all these spells effects, all my spell effects, and like using my monster effects, and in my graveyard, you can really get some protection with Gamma. Your opponent has to really hold their cards against this deck. If you've never played against Tri-brigade, I would suggest trying to wait out the Fractal effect and really using your hand traps and negates on a board when they have a monster on the board, because these decks do run the Gamma just for that reason. Then I run one Apex Avion and one Barrier Statue. This is also what I love for the deck. I have one Barrage, one Ram, and one Rapier. The reason I run these two is because, you know, you go the Rapier Ram combo in order to summon the Mega Clops. Zoodiac Barrage, it might seem weird having these cards in this deck, but Omen can search them out. Omen can search these, so it's a very good idea to have them in the deck. Also, Blossom can summon them, normal summon them. I mean, special summon them from your hand. Barrage is just an extra extension. It's just an extra special summon. Now, the reason why I was thinking of that for a long time is because I have the Tenki. And Tenki is a great card. It just searches a Beast Warrior monster from your deck. Now, the problem with this deck is that it only searches Fractal. But if you have a Fractal in your hand and you use the Fractal and it goes off, what is Tenki for? It's dead. You can use Tenki to search another Fractal, to toss that Fractal with the Caress, but sometimes you want to toss a Kit in your hand with the Caress in order to get Kit's effect to mill an Oath or a Rendezvous. So you don't really want to use Tenki to search another Fractal. Also, this combo, Wobbler special summons and Blossom special summons. So at the end of your combo, sometimes if your opponent wasn't able to stop you, you have a normal summon left to use. So you can use Tenki to search a Zoodiac card, normal summon it, and just make a Trident. Then when it's your opponent's turn, they pass it back to you. A really nice combo you can do is you have your Zoodiac combo on the field. You combo into Mega Clops from there. The other normal summon in the deck, so that's the only normal summon cards in the deck. Are all the Tri-brigades are really good to normal summon just to use their banish link summon, special summon a link effect. These two Zoodiacs right here, but they can also be special summoned. Sometimes you just want to search a Ram, special summon the Ram, then the turn after, search a Rapier, and then do the combo from there. Also, what's really nice is I have the Borbo in this deck. So going second, if I open a Tenki and I open a Fractal, you can just Tenki search Rapier or Tenki search a Ram, depending on what you want to do, and then this buff up into a Zeus attack and then go for the double negate Zeus. You get a 2-chain Zeus. With this deck, with the Lyrilus, you can only get a 1-chain Zeus because I don't run that one spellcaster card that goes over an Xyz monster because I want extra room in my extra deck. Even when I ran the deck normally without the Zoodiacs, I ended up not wanting that card in favor of Access Code. I just didn't think it was strong enough because you don't go into Zeus every game, but when you do want it to be a 2. So that's why the Zoodiacs are also great. The other normal summon is Kinka, and what this does is just special summons a level 1 from your graveyard. At the end of the turn, it bounces back to your hand. So it's kind of nice if you don't use it for a combo and you kind of can tell from your hand that you won't be using an extra 1-drop. It can just bounce back and be used next turn. But you can use Kinka to summon the Cobalt Sparrow, or you can summon a Nerval and then use Nerval's effect to link off and things like that. Lastly, for my spells, just a bunch of 1-ofs. 1 for 1. Foolish Barrow Good. Foolish Barrow Good is literally just another Fractal. Fractal just tosses the Cobalt Sparrow to the graveyard. That's its whole purpose. That's Foolish Barrow. So that's why this is in the deck, just giving you another Fractal. So you have 7 Fractals. You have 3 Tenkies, 3 Fractals, 1 Burial. Then you have Called by a Grave, just for, if you get it, it's really nice, just for the protection. And then Moss Reborn, 1 for 1. I think of these cards, even though they're 1-ofs, I put these 3 cards in the same position as a free extension special summon. And when you think about it like that, you're having a 3-of special summon extension in your deck, which makes your deck more consistent. That is the deck list, and the card by card, just talking about how they work together and why I chose to put the Zoodiacs in there. It's not that much of a struggle for the main deck. This is a 51 card deck just because you have so many bricks. They're not really bricks. The only hard brick is Rendezvous and Stormwind. But even then, when Blossom, the 2-link card for Tri-brigade, when it goes to the graveyard, it draws a card and you can shuffle a card back from your hand. You put it to the bottom of your deck. You can just put back your brick. So she's really good for that. That's why before in my other build, I had 2 of her, but I want to try out this Tri-brigade build with Zoodiac and the birds. It's really strong. People are never expecting the Zoodiac. Sometimes you go first, you Zoodiac, and you try to Zeus them, and they think that's all you have because you might be Elec Zoodiac. But then after that, you play the Fractal, and you get the whole combo, the lockout. They're never expecting it. Or you go for the full Fractal combo, and they destroy your board, blow it up, however, maybe Battle Butler, and then you Zoodiac into a Zeus, blow up their board, and you send them all, so that's really good to destroy Prank Kids. Okay, but that is the deck list. I'm going to be coming out with a combo video as well. There are combo videos online that I took inspiration from. I'll put them in the link below. When I was learning this deck, I have a couple new combos that involve the Zoodiacs because, you know, if you're going second, you can go Zoodiac to make a Clops, steal their card, summon a Chalk-a-9. Chalk-a-9 summons back another card, then those 2 Zoodiacs Xyz monsters can just go into a Blossom, and then you can just freely go to whatever you want from there.